Hey everybody, Frank from A.G.E Outdoors here. It's been a while since we've done a video. We've had a lot of things have changed. I think one of my main last videos was my 04, I think it was, or 01, blue WJ that was on 4 inches rough country lift that I was getting ready to build into Overlander. Well, that rig has left us probably almost a year ago. It had an electrical fire, gremlin, don't know what it is, lost the fuel pump. Anyways, I ended up pulling a ton of parts off it, threw it on another red one that you saw in my shorts that we were jumping in the backyard. And after it got all rebuilt, I ended up with transfer case issues and just got tired of dealing with it, so I traded it off for a 3/4 ton truck, which we still have. Fast forward, and I needed another vehicle, and I traded a snowmobile and a 3-wheeler I had sitting around for an 04 V8 4.7 WJ Limited that was all-wheel drive. I have done the 242 swap to it. It's now sitting on 6 inches of lift, a RMX Fabrications long arm kit, and 33-inch tires. Well, 285/75 16s, but they are a 33. So I figured I'd give you a walk around, being that I've finally made it to the point of actually having a Overland rig. So we're gonna head over here and take a look at it. Got her set up here in the backyard, and I do believe that RMX Fabrications will be coming out with a set of WJ bumpers and a new set of rock sliders. And we're just going to give you a quick tour here. Rooftop 10 is a hard shell off Amazon. It is a unbranded roof nest. Had it side by side with the roof nest version, and they are 100% identical. Panels are interchangeable. The only difference is this has absolutely no logos on it. You'll see on the back I have a 50-liter set power on the slide out that is attached to the floor. I did not yet tank tuck this one because I don't intend to do as much extreme wheeling with it. But I do have all my gear in here. I've got the porta potty set up, can be used as a shower, the grill, and over there is cook stuff and sleeping bags. It is running on a 285/75 16 Duratrack. The wheels, everybody's probably thinking 16s. Moabs don't come in a 16. Well, they do for T-Days. So I'm running a 1-inch adapter, so I can go from the 5-on-5 bolt pattern to the 5-on-4.5. That 1 inch with these Moabs, if math serves me correctly and the internet was correct, which we always know it is, those are a factory 5.5 inch backspace, so it should put me right about 4.5 inches of backspace. I have also read they're 5.25, so then I'd be 4.25 backspace. Regardless, the stance is awesome. I did with the 33s have to get rid of my fog lights, which kind of sucked because I'm a big proponent of factory fog lights. But this is what I've got, and hopefully, knock on some wood, this year we will be doing some Overland runs, whether it's solo or in groups and whatnot. But this is what it looks like. Now, to be truthful here, it is 6 inches of lift, but those are 4-inch coils. How did I get that? The bucket on the front axle was rotted out, so RMX Fabrication built some custom lift buckets. They got welded to the axle, which netted another 2 inches of lift. And then in the rear, the upper, we did a weld in, again, RMX Fabrication coil spacer as well. So what I ended up doing is 4-inch coils, 2-inch spacers, netted me 6 inches of lift. In the rear, so I don't impact my wheel wells, I did relocate my rear shock mounts. Let's see if I can get a good video of that for you. And that was done so I could run 4.5 inch shocks with the 6 inches of lift, being that I only have 4-inch coils. I don't overextend. I don't underextend. I come into impact on the bump stop, but I no longer actually have to worry about the tire contacting the wheel well anywhere. The other thing you may notice, you WJ guys out there, is how centered my wheel well is. I spent a lot of time pushing, and I believe the rear at this height I ended up with about 1.25 inches, maybe 2 inches of axle push. And then in the front, if you can see the coil, you'll see I have some forward lean to it instead of some rearward lean. WJs seem to be notorious for arc, but because I was running the 33s and I knew I was trimming the bumper and going to an aftermarket, I pushed the front axle about 1.75 inches forward. And I do not, due to the custom track bar that I built for this, have any bind issues in the front end. Steering doesn't contact anything. Sway bar still hooked up. Have not decided if I'm putting sway bar disconnects on it yet or not, due to the fact that it is an Overland rig and I did ditch the rear sway bar. So she does ride really, really plush. In the short order, I will probably be ordering a set of Fox shocks. Right now it's kind of a hodgepodge of N3 rough countries in the front and Bilstein's 5100s in the rear. Both shocks were ones I just happen to have laying around that I've been using on some other projects. And I utilized them on this just to get me up and rolling. But I do think I'm going to end up on a Fox shock, just purely based on the fact that I really would like to have a slightly stiffer ride, and I've ran Bilsteins on my other Jeeps. Love them as a trail shock, but I have read that the Fox shocks can be stiffer, and I would like a bit of a stiffer ride with this. Now, inside, I did maintain one back seat, but I did delete the back of the other seat, and I have tool storage underneath. So this way, we're still technically a 3, maybe a 4 if it's a child passenger, but 99% of the time it's myself, possibly my wife, very, very rare, and 1 or 2 of our dogs. So this is my setup. I am still on the factory radio with the factory nav because I did not realize the WJ with factory nav has different connectors, so I have to order a different setup to put the my CarPlay radio in here. And then I've got my tablet mount. No frills, nothing fancy. As of now, everything being done to it. The only thing she still has that I'm going after is a little bit of a leak from a training line. I thought it was fittings, but it seems to be coming up higher. I do know that there was a brand new radiator put in this before I got it. This was a buddy of mine, Collins, and he got documentation. It sat before he got it, and then it sat after he got it until I resurrected her. And as for that blue 01 that you guys seen a walk around from me before, that old girl is actually now resurrected with Colin. He has since swapped the electrical, the engine, the transmission, the transfer case, and both axles. So essentially it was just the shell that he brought back to life. And little preview, he has that sitting on 285 75 16s, 4 inches of lift with that rough country long arm I had. So essentially we have 2 WJs, both on 285s. His is going to a 6-inch rough country lift, so they will both be 6 inches of lift. Both are running 242 transfer cases. Mine is a 5.2 with only 142,000 miles on it. His is a 4-liter that was swapped out of one that had blown up. I think he's just about 200,000 now. But we are going to plan a video series and run these 2 WJs head-to-head. Hill climbs, drag races, trail rides, ride quality. Probably even do a gas mileage test. But we're going to be bringing you a video series of 4.0 versus 4.7 WJs. What's better and why? And we haven't started filming it yet because he's still waiting for his 6-inch coils to show up. And he's currently dealing with a back injury. And he's also going to end up getting the rear suspension that I have on here, this RMX Fabrication's upper A-Link elimination kit. It's a 2 DOM links with heim joints that use the stock locations, because the rear is only really a mid-arm, not a full long arm. But man, does it ride better. And it eliminates the bind and the clunk in that single link in the A-Link. And I've liked the ride so much, and so is Colin, that we're going to end up putting one in his, with his rough country lower and radius front, where mine is mid-arm lower, adjustable shorter up, but still pushed. And my uppers are also DOM, lowers are DOM. All my lowers are 1 3/4 quarter wall DOM tubing. All my uppers are 1.5 inch quarter wall DOM tubing. So I didn't go for a rock crawler setup. I didn't go for maximum travel. I went for ride quality, durability, and longevity. And what I've accomplished in this setup, I am very pleased and amazed with. My lower links on it are both the same length, front and rear. And this is an RMX Fabrication. You've probably heard me mention them quite a few times. That is both now a sponsor of this page and my personal off-road fabrication shop that I have spent 15 years planning to start, and now I'm bringing product to market. And I figured A.G.E does the trail ride, RMX does the fab. Why not use one to benefit the other and give me an opportunity to torture test? So later this year, there is a potential for me to be taking this Jeep up to Drummond Island, Michigan. I do know that I'm intending to do a Michigan UP trip, and I'm trying to button up the potential for the finances to do a Colorado trip. Colorado won't be much in the extreme sense. I think I'm going to do Ingram, Golden Spike, might do Black Bear. But the intention is it's a 9-day trip out, camp in the forest, run the trails, see what this bad boy can do. She will have steel bumpers front and rear. I am on the fence on what I'm doing spare tire wise. At the moment it is interior, but with the RMX Fabrication bumper kit coming for it, I will probably go to an exterior mounted spare tire. I love those. And the potential for 2 jerry cans as well is in that system. It'll clean up the front. It'll allow me to put my whole back seat back in as I sleep up top. And I tend to run a very light Overland setup. At some point in time, I may go to an auxiliary battery and a hood mounted solar panel. Time will tell what that looks like, but I really just want to get out on the trail, share with you guys, and do what A.G.E stands for. Adventurers go exploring outdoors, and I just want to explore outdoors and share it with you guys. UP, Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, anywhere. Ozarks, due to Ozark Overland, has really become a bucket list trip for me, as well as possibly the Florida Overland route, of all places. Never thought I'd say that I'd want to go to Florida, but they've got an amazing trail system down there. And I really kind of kicked it into high gear this year and want to get out on the trail. And I know that we got Warthog and Trail X here in Michigan that I've talked to both of them at the Jeep Blessing in Mesick last year, and then I talked with Trail X a little bit this year. And I don't know, maybe I can do something where to get a better feel for how the whole Overland video stuff works. Maybe they're one of them's willing to hook up with me and show me the ropes, teach me what really need to do. I've got a drone that I got to get out and get some more video shots for you guys. And I don't know, I really want to get my channel going again. It's stalled. 2 years ago we fired off 4 videos in 4 weeks, which was great. And then I went silent for a year. And then I popped a couple of miscellaneous shorts that I really didn't do any editing with. This video is probably going to be a one take raw video. I'll splice in the first person, but I don't know. I want to share with you guys what I am very passionate about and what I absolutely love to do. And that's wheeling Michigan. So let's, yeah. If you really like this video or have any questions, like and subscribe. We're going to try and get you some more content. We will probably at some point in time start doing some RMX installations of products. Now that I've got the business up and running slowly, it's got a couple of products, but not much. I've got a camp stove that's going to end up in here just for doing fire pits, and got some DIY parts and some things that I have been able to pass on to clientele for discounts. But I don't have a lot for the WJs yet. I've got my mid-arm kit here that I'm very pleased with, that I think is going to end up on there. And it'll be a DIY kit where you'll basically receive a pile of parts and some measurements. Or I may offer it as a built kit. I'm in the kind of on the fence with that one. Our bumpers, however, they are going to be DIYs. Unless you are local, I'm not going to assemble them. They're just, it's not cost effective. And I'm looking at the same time of doing a DIY tank tuck kit. So instead of using the factory tank skid, you'd have a aftermarket option. And I'm playing with a set of DIY cutouts for the rockers. You've probably noticed this looks like it has clean rockers. That's because I currently just have a set of recaps attached just to keep it clean. Those rockers, just like every unibody Jeep in Michigan, mostly are gone. So I've currently been hard at work with CAD with a set of DIY rock sliders that you'll buy all the components and you can assemble them. It's solving a couple things that I've had issues with in the past on them. So those are going to be coming with it as well. But I just wanted to share the old girl with you. My buddy, being he's got a blue one, we kind of joked around that it's a Coke versus Pepsi. So my old Jeep got nicknamed Coke because she's addicting and she's red. And his is technically being called Pepsi because she's blue. And we'll probably do the Coke and Pepsi challenge. So anyways, I'm not going to keep you too much longer. This video is kind of drug on a little bit, but I wanted to give you a little bit of what's going on with both the Jeep, myself, and the page, what's coming. The fact that I did, in the downtime, finally took the stab and started my fab shop, which is slow growth. I've sold a few products, designed a few products, and I now have a supplier that I'm making parts for locally that does builds, and they're using my one-off skills and equipment. But let us know where you want to see us go. What type of budget, middle class, no budget kind of events do you want to see? This thing was built to explore, but basically explore with some hot dogs, some chicken, some eggs, throw the clothes in and go. So let us know what you want to see us do and where you want to see us go. And hey, maybe you want to meet up with us and do a local trail up here in northern Michigan and around the Kalkaska